After 60, the truth about vegetables that heal and those that harm. We've been told for decades that vegetables are the cornerstone of good health, and that's still true, mostly. But after age 60, your body doesn't process food the way it did in your 30s. What once fueled your strength and clarity may now cause bloating, fatigue, or even inflammation. Surprising? It was for me too. In this guide, I'll share what I've learned from both scientific research and my own experience about vegetables that truly support aging and those that may sabotage it. You'll discover 4 vegetables that are like daily medicine for your brain, joints, heart, and skin, and 4 others that may quietly be accelerating aging, spiking blood sugar, or stirring up joint pain. This isn't about fear, it's about paying closer attention. When your body changes, your diet should too. Part 1, 4 vegetables you should eat more often after 60. 1. Broccoli, the anti-aging detoxifier. If there's one vegetable I'd recommend to nearly every senior, it's broccoli. Don't be fooled by its simple appearance. Those tiny florets are rich in a compound called sulforaphane, which activates your body's detox systems and fights oxidative stress. Why does that matter? Oxidative stress is like rust on the inside of your body. It damages DNA, impairs muscle recovery, and accelerates brain aging. As we grow older, our natural antioxidant defenses weaken, leaving us more vulnerable. Broccoli's sulforaphane helps mop up these internal messes before they cause lasting damage. One study from Rush University found that seniors who ate cruciferous vegetables like broccoli 3 times a week had brain function comparable to people 11 years younger. Yes, 11 years. That's no small difference. Broccoli is also packed with fiber, vitamin K, vitamin C, and folate, a combination that supports bone health, digestion, memory, and mood. If you lightly steam it and drizzle with olive oil, you'll boost absorption of fat-soluble nutrients and get the most from every bite. 2. Carrots, more than just good for your eyes. You've heard carrots are good for vision, and they are. But they're also a quiet powerhouse when it comes to heart health, inflammation, and cognitive aging. Their rich orange color comes from beta-carotene and lutein, 2 carotenoids that reduce inflammation inside arteries. That's crucial because arterial inflammation can raise blood pressure and increase your risk of heart attack or stroke. Carrots also contain a special type of fiber that binds to bile acids, helping to lower LDL cholesterol naturally. Plus, their low calorie count and mild sweetness make them a great snack alternative to processed treats. One Harvard study of over 15,000 women found that those who consumed more carotenoids had a significantly lower risk of memory decline as they aged. For better absorption, try roasting carrots with a touch of coconut oil or olive oil. It turns a humble vegetable into a nutrient-packed ally for brain and heart health. 3. Red bell peppers, the skin and joint defender. These bright, sweet peppers are often overlooked in favor of greens, but they may be even more essential for older adults. A single red bell pepper contains over 150% of your daily vitamin C needs. And that vitamin C isn't just for colds. It's crucial for collagen production, which supports firm skin, resilient joints, and healthy blood vessels. After 60, collagen production naturally declines. That means slower wound healing, more bruising, weaker connective tissue, and skin that sags more easily. Red bell peppers help slow that decline. Even more, they're rich in beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that fight cell damage, support eye health, and may reduce your risk of heart disease. One study even linked high carotenoid levels in seniors to a 38% lower risk of cardiovascular death. They're low in calories, high in fiber, and extremely versatile. I like slicing them raw with hummus, roasting them in the oven, or adding them to stir fries for both color and crunch. Star 4, spinach, brain fuel in leafy green form. This soft, tender green may be light in texture, but it's one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables you can eat. Spinach contains high levels of magnesium, potassium, iron, vitamin K, vitamin E, and folate, all of which are essential for older adults. Most importantly, it's one of the top sources of natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. This molecule helps open up blood vessels, improving circulation, lowering blood pressure, and delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and brain. If you're dealing with fatigue, brain fog, or cold extremities, better blood flow might be the missing piece. Spinach also contains lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that settle in your retina to prevent macular degeneration. Studies also suggest they may reduce inflammation in the brain, possibly slowing the progression of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Saute it with garlic and olive oil or toss it into omelets and soups. Light cooking helps reduce oxalates, which can block mineral absorption in large quantities. Part 2. 4 vegetables that may do more harm than good after 60. 1. Eggplant, a hidden trigger for inflammation. Eggplant is popular in Mediterranean diets, but it's also part of the nightshade family, which includes potatoes and peppers. These foods contain alkaloids, natural compounds that may increase inflammation in sensitive individuals, especially those with autoimmune conditions or arthritis. The main culprit in eggplant is solanine, which can irritate the gut and amplify joint pain in some people. If you struggle with stiff knees, aching wrists, or ongoing inflammation, try cutting out eggplant for 3 to 4 weeks and see how you feel. While not everyone reacts to nightshades, older adults often have higher baseline inflammation. Why add fuel to the fire? Eggplant is also high in histamines, which can provoke skin irritation, headaches, or sinus issues in those with sensitivities. If you enjoy it, try limiting intake and see if you notice a difference in how your joints or digestion respond. 2. Canned vegetables. Convenience with a cost. When your hands ache or energy is low, canned vegetables seem like a gift. They require no chopping, no peeling, and cook in minutes. But most canned veggies come with excess sodium and hidden chemical exposures. One serving of canned green beans can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, nearly 20% of your daily recommended limit. For older adults managing high blood pressure or heart disease, that's dangerous. Worse, many cans are lined with BPA, a synthetic chemical linked to hormone imbalance, memory problems, and weakened immune function. And since the canning process involves high heat, many vitamins, especially fragile ones like vitamin C and folate, are destroyed. If you must use canned vegetables, rinse them thoroughly under water. But better yet, switch to frozen vegetables, which are flash frozen at peak ripeness, retain more nutrients, and contain no added salt or chemicals. Number 3. White potatoes. Comforting but blood sugar disruptive. Potatoes are cheap, filling, and beloved in many cultures. But they come with a downside for those over 60. They rank high on the glycemic index, which means they quickly spike blood sugar and insulin. As we age, our insulin sensitivity drops. This makes us more susceptible to blood sugar crashes, insulin resistance, and eventually type 2 diabetes. One Harvard study found that women who ate a potato a day had a significantly higher risk of developing diabetes. Potatoes also form acrylamide when fried or roasted at high heat. This chemical is considered a probable human carcinogen, and their carb-heavy content can contribute to weight gain, another risk factor for high blood pressure and heart disease. Instead of white potatoes, consider sweet potatoes. They digest more slowly, have more fiber, and contain antioxidants like beta-carotene that support eye and brain health. 4. Corn, a triple threat to seniors' health. Corn is everywhere, in frozen bags, in soups, on the cob, in chips, and even in sweeteners. But it's one vegetable that may do more harm than good for older adults. Corn is very high in starch, which turns into glucose rapidly. 1 cup of corn can cause a blood sugar spike equivalent to eating white bread. For those managing prediabetes or diabetes, that's a serious concern. It's also worth noting that most commercial corn is genetically modified, GMO, and sprayed with heavy pesticides like glyphosate, which has been linked to hormone disruption and inflammation. To make matters worse, corn oil, which is often used in processed foods, is extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. In excess, omega-6 promotes chronic inflammation and contributes to arthritis, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. If you enjoy corn, choose organic, non-GMO varieties and eat them only occasionally. Avoid processed corn products like chips, tortillas, or high fructose corn syrup. Final thoughts. Your body is speaking. Are you listening? The vegetables you eat daily shape your aging process. That doesn't mean you have to be afraid of food, but it does mean paying attention. If you feel tired after eating certain meals, notice stiffness in your joints, or deal with brain fog, the source might be something on your plate. The solution isn't radical change, it's mindful change. Choosing frozen broccoli instead of canned green beans, replacing fried potatoes with roasted carrots, adding spinach to your omelet instead of relying on toast alone. No two bodies are alike. What helps me might not work for you. That's why the best tool you have is awareness. Track how you feel, experiment, Talk to your doctor or a nutritionist familiar with the needs of older adults. And most importantly, don't stop learning. Your health is not fixed. You can strengthen your energy, protect your mind, and support your heart through small, consistent choices. If you've noticed changes in how your body reacts to certain vegetables, or have a favorite veggie tip that helps you feel younger, stronger, or more vibrant, share it with others. Aging may be inevitable, but how we age, that part's still up to us.